a serious concern is that people who are infected, then tested negative, are again testing positive. Whichever way, now the concerns are multiplying. But now this is a major disruption. But this is also a possibility. As I mentioned yesterday, a serious concern is that people who are infected, then tested negative, are again testing positive. There are cases where, for example, near Mysore, a certain pharmaceutical company received packages from China. Right now, China is trying to revive itself after almost 2.5 months of lockdown. And they're blocking all the foreigners from coming as others were doing, blocking Chinese from coming, thinking it's in the rest of the world, not with them. But this person opened this package, within 24 hours he had some fever. Now in that industry, 20 people are infected, tested positive. So since then, everybody is on a tizzy because everybody believed on a cardboard package the virus will stay alive only for 4 to 6 hours. But this package left China 72 hours ago and still it infected them. We don't know whether it came from China or it passed through some other port or maybe it landed in Chennai or there it caught it, nobody knows, nobody is able to trace this back. Whichever way, now the concerns are multiplying. With these concerns multiplying, people who have investments, people who have businesses and industries to run are deeply concerned, and the geopolitical situations are changing rapidly. Who will come out on the tops has become a big question. And many realignments are being made silently. How long it'll be silent, when it will burst forth on the surface, many issues. Human activity has become so complex, small disruptions would throw it off, but now this is a major disruption. But this is also a possibility. When there is a disruption, there is a possibility. So, a snake has come into the hole, you will jump out of the hole somehow because your life depends on it. So this is a time for human beings to gear themselves to be in top gear. Everybody, whatever kind of activity we are doing, it's important you're in top gear because the way you were doing things in the past may not work in 6 months' time. It just may not work. For a nation, for a large industry or business, small industries and businesses, individual enterprises and individual people and institutions, the way we have been functioning in the past, if the lockdown and the disruption stays for long enough, many of the things that we knew as instruments of success may be meaningless. In the next 6 months' time, it's possible. Whether we will go that far or we will recover before that, our hope is we will recover before that. But it's very much possible. Nobody is ruling out the possibility anymore because nobody is able to predict. Now the Chinese scientists who've been studying this, now they are saying the distance that the virus can travel is 13 feet, not 2 meters as they said in the beginning. There's not enough space in the world for 7.6 billion people with 13 feet between them all over the place. Most homes are not enough for 4 to 5 people that are in a family to maintain 13 feet distance. And now they're saying on metal surfaces, it may live much longer. Earlier they said up to 12 hours they can live. Now they're saying up to 72 hours they may be living. Especially on the floors of the hospital, they have found where the virus-infected patients are there, the floor of the hospital is a hotbed of infection. So, all the medical personnel are wearing suits, protective gears, eyeglasses, but it seems it's their shoes which is carrying maximum virus infection outside in the world. But they're not changing their shoes, generally they're staying in the shoes, only a few people are changing shoes, all others are changing the suits and face masks and everything, but shoes are carrying everything. Like this, every day they're coming up new things because this is a new thing, nobody clearly knows exactly what. So as this information comes, more confusion, more fear and more panic all over the place. How long is it going to last? Is it going to completely destroy us? What's going to happen? Yes, for sure, the way we've been doing business, the way we've been conducting many things, many aspects of it may, depending on how long it lasts, may come to an end. The way we've known things, what are our means of success, those means may be irrelevant in 3 to 6 months' time, depending upon what it does, how many people it kills. Right now, as far as we know, the only sure thing we know is that, well, some tiger has got it, some dogs have got it, but they're saying they don't have enough infection to pass it on to somebody else, they have mild infections. So, largely, it is only the human being who is the carrier. So one thing we know for certain is, maintaining enough distance, we can come out of this as a minor aberration to our generation. 100,000 people is not very minor, but considering what is the impending possibility of a calamity, 100,000 people is considered minor in today's world, in today's situation rather. So, now the snake has entered the hole, everybody needs to jump to their fullest capability. Every one of you, wherever you are, whatever you're doing in your life, you must come to your fullest capability. This is the time. This is the time of your life where the best in you has to come. As a human being, as a working person, as whatever jobs we are doing, whatever businesses we are doing, we must come out at our best because now the snake is in the hole. If you don't jump, that's the end of you. Well, I'm not trying to draw a bleak picture. This is the reality in which we exist. Whether we will come out victorious, look back with pride how we came out of it, or we will look back with total depressed disappointment of who we are and what has happened to us, simply depends on how much distance we maintain, 13 feet.